revenue.
Hey guys, this is Waylon Lewis, and I was just filming Lindsay because she hates to be on camera and she escaped quickly. But now the featured image of this entire video is Lindsay Block. All right, I just got a New York Times update. Vladimir Putin ordered an influence campaign, something, something. And I'm turning off my notifications. So how is everyone? If you're just tuning in, please say where you're from. It's always super cool to see where everyone's from. I'm sitting in our little meditation room, which is a room that is literally, it's got like Nepalese prayer flags up here. It's got Rudyard Kipling's If poem, which is my favorite poem. It's got beanbags. The whole room is beanbags and cushions. And then I'm in a big armchair. It's kind of cute. So I hope you're all doing well. And please give me a comment, say where you're from, just so I feel like I'm talking to a human being. And if you're just tuning in and you want to give it a like or a love, that really helps the video get traction. So Laura from Fairfield, California. Here's Dave Rogers, Mr. Clean himself. He's a good man. He's a bad man. MJ from Mobile, Alabama. Lindsay from St. Louis. Carolyn from Cincinnati. Poppy from Albania. Wow. And Kadri. I just love when Waylon suddenly pops up in the corner of my screen. Hey again from Estonia. Hey. Giving you a like. Cincy, Ohio. I hear there's a good ice cream shop there. Carrie Hoffman Estates in Illinois, maybe. Seattle, Washington. Tustin, California. Alrighty. So St. Louis, Lindsay. I might have missed a couple. So what I wanted to talk about today is what we call Elephant Academy. So if you're still just tuning in, give it a like or love. That'll help it get beyond the meanie, suppressive Facebook algorithm. If you feel like people might appreciate this is going to be a talk and a discussion, hopefully, if you have questions. Lily from Quebec. I love Quebec. I used to live in Vermont, and I would go up to Quebec with my first love of my life, and we would pretend to be adults because you could drink in Quebec when you're like 16. I was in high school in St. Johnsbury Academy in Vermont. Gering, Nebraska. Veronica, Atlanta. Joanne. Reggie from Cleveland. Reggie is probably the most manly name that exists. Chattanooga, Tennessee. One of the cooler city names that exist. Nicole. Melissa. SoCal, New York. So folks, I'm going to LA in a little while, and then I'm going to Mexico, and then I'm going to Vermont, to Burlington, and then Carmichaeling in Vermont, and then Florida. So if you're in the neighborhood of any of those, just say hey. Anyway, to focus, I want to, well, Stacy, if you're skiing in Steamboat, you need to definitely go to the hot springs, right? I just went last winter. Leslie, very sweet of you. Dominic, Toms River, New Jersey. Happy New Year to you. And Leslie, I'm going to be in LA around, I can't remember, in like 1 week. I think the 12th through the 15th. I'm interviewing a bunch of yoga people. All right, so I want to talk about right livelihood. So how many of you out there are doing exactly what you love and what you're good at, and where your passion lies, and you're making good money at it, and you're serving the world for the better? So it's a high bar. Right livelihood is basically the coming together of avocation, vocation, the coming together of your dreams, of your true joy. What have you done, whether it's dancing or service or volunteering? What have you done working with children where you are completely and fully and truly happy and also really good at it? What have you done that you were truly and fully happy and good at that can make a living and be of service to others? So that's the definition of right livelihood. And I have another video just about right livelihood in more depth. It's a Buddhist notion. It's not something I made up, luckily for you. And it's on youtube.com/elephantjournal if you're curious. All right, so lots more people. Keep saying where you're from. It's super cool. And then we get to see sort of the community. And if you're just tuning in and if you want other people to hear about right livelihood, please give it a like or a love. It helps it get out to many more people. Otherwise, it's sort of like contained by the Facebook algorithm. Right now, we're at 135. If you machine gun some likes and loves in there, then it'll go up to 250 people will be here. But coming back to our subject. So if you're fully doing what you love, then you're all set. And that is a powerful, powerful way to be, because, you know, many people say like your mattress is your most important piece of furniture, right? Because you spend 8 hours, hopefully, a night on it. In the same way, your job in your daily life is by far the most important kind of cog in your life. It's not maybe the most important. It's not more important than love or family, but it's 8 hours or more, or in some cases less, of every day, at least Monday through Friday. In my case, 7 days a week. So you need to find something that you love that can also pay the bills, and that can also be of service, and that you're good at. All right, here's a question from Dominic. Does right livelihood include starting with yourself? I just left a 2.5-year relationship and looking to do more, kind of in an odd space at the moment, but wanting to focus more on being of benefit to others. Yeah, I would really find something where you have true joy and you feel your full skills can manifest. And if you don't have those skills, you know, there are many, 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 many ways to get them. Now there's entire like universities who have put their curriculum for free online. Elephant Journal, I want to talk about, we're starting a session of Elephant Academy. If you want to learn how to write better, if you want to learn journalism ethics, if you want to learn editing, if you want to learn, the most practical part of it is writing, your voice, and then social media. So whether you're a massage therapist, or you're starting up a company, or you're working for the company that you're working for right now, if you're a master at social media, growing your audience and presence, you can make far more money doing your super weird, fun little thing that you love. So you can really monetize almost anything. On Instagram, some of my favorite accounts are like these pottery people who are making little weird pottery houses. And I love that because it's such an odd little thing. But you look at these little pottery houses with these little hearts coming out, and they're just so joyful and cute, and I want to buy them. And then when I buy them, then they make money. And they're making money doing exactly what they want to do. It's not a job that they could have found in any kind of university curriculum. So that's the Elephant Academy. If you're curious about it, if one of you can do me a favor and put elephantjournal.com/academy in the comments. Can any one of you do that? Melissa in San Francisco, Sarah, Arkansas, Carrie, Pittsburgh, Gabriella from Gabriella, and from St. Paul's Outreach. Awesome. Marcia from next door, Fort Collins. Carrie's telling me to be careful in Florida. Always be careful in Florida. So Melissa, so we teach about how to work with vulnerability in writing. Vulnerability is actually the funnest part of writing. If you're writing genuinely, it's cathartic. You can write your own experience, whether it's journalism or creative writing, you can write very genuinely, and it can be an incredibly relieving process of letting go. And people connect with that joy and that catharsis and that vulnerability, and they have inspiration. And so you're having inspiration, boom, 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 and knowledge and learning, kind of enlightenment, bouncing back and forth. Awesome. Pilar is in New Market, driving home from your awesome farm ed job. Hope I'm not distracting you from the road. Be careful. Lindsay, adult reading teacher, adore my job and feel fortunate to do what I do. So my mom, I grew up with my mom being a teacher, and she loved it. She never made good money. We were very, very poor, but she loved it. And so her life was incredibly rich in that sense. Rich in community, rich in joy, rich in learning, and very poor in money. So it is important with right livelihood to be able to pay your bills and pay your mortgage or pay for just basic, simple stuff. And overall, even though we were very poor, we were very rich. We were able to do free activities, go to the library, go to the museums. We didn't have a car. We didn't have potato chips or pizza or all these fancy sort of fast foods that my friends had. But we didn't have a TV. But it was great. You know, it was a great life. So be like Lindsay and find something that you truly love that's of service. Chuck D likes turtles. I like Chuck D. If you like turtles, you can, turtles are dying super fast. So if you're being serious, you can go, work with a turtle rescue or support it in some way. So, Carrie, I'm happiest at work, working for a plastic surgeon in the OR and patient care. Love my job. Just need more hours. Carrie, what do you love about it? What gives you joy? It would be great to hear more detail. Daytona Beach, Florida, sending love and light right back at you. All right. So check out elephantjournal.com/academy if you feel like it. We are starting the session. I personally lead, I think, every single session last time. It's a 4-month course. It's about 10 to 15 hours a week, so it's a big commitment, so don't do it lightly. Although you can audit it for very cheap, and that's like a very small commitment, and it's self-paced, and you take quizzes and you get online videos and all this stuff. So I'm not here to sell you something, but this is elephantjournal.com slash academy is a way to work with Elephant and learn kind of how we do what we do for your life, for your path, for your finding your own right livelihood, whether it's making cool little houses and marketing them on Instagram or Etsy or YouTube or Kickstarter or whatever. All right, Shelby, I'm a supervisor in the produce department at a natural food store. Never been in this field of work before. I obtained this position just 3 weeks after I started. I love it, but I'm very shy and poor professional skills. Any pointers? I would love to progress to management. I'm driven and have skills to become better, but could definitely do better. I enjoy the challenge and helping customers. What I would do is, to quote Emily Dickinson, is, find the truth, but you find it slant ways, something like that. So to work on your personal skills and to work with your shyness, I would find something like most towns have a Shambhala center, which is a Buddhist meditation center, and you don't need to become Buddhist, doesn't matter, but you can go to their, I think it's usually Monday night meditation and discussion, and they're free, and you can go to these talks and you can learn and you can meditate. Meditation really helps turn shyness into, shyness is fine, but you can turn it kind of like turn the flower out on shyness so that you're still well balanced and centered, but you're not wanting to hide all the time necessarily, so that you can be more at peace with your own self and social situations. So you don't need to become anyone you're not, but you can just become more comfortable with interactions. And the cool thing about these Monday nights is a discussion. So if you don't want to go to the Shambhala Center, again, Monday nights, I think it's usually an open discussion, meditation. And if you do go, force yourself to really ask one question every time and just kind of put your hand up and ask a question, and ask a question about your own life. Shelby, you did a great job. You've asked probably the best question, the most extensive, the most detailed, the most personal, the most brave question of anyone. So let's all give Shelby some love, and you got this. And if you want something, as Suzuki Roshi says, it is wisdom seeking wisdom. So your wisdom is asking that question, and you will find it if you're looking for it and giving voice to it. All right, Julie, I love my job. I work in nonprofit cancer research. Hello from Pasadena, from Ileana. Hello to you. Michelle, if you want to write a book, if you want to, have a successful blog, or make a living as a writer, or just be able to expand the social media presence of whatever it is that you're doing, the Academy can help teach you to do that. Was anyone able to put that link in the comments? elephantjournal.com/academy. That'd be great if someone could do that. All right. Reggie, raising 5 kids who have turned out to be awesome people. My baby is 17, so becoming more of a spectator than hands-on. So trying to figure out what's next. Exactly. So that's such a delightful opportunity. So really grab that opportunity with both hands and find something that you love. Find something that is of service. Find something where you can make a living. This is a huge opportunity. Hey guys, can you quiet down or close the door all the way? Jesus, no respect. Ready? Maybe just close the door all the way. Leanne, I've been writing journals for years, but do not know how to move on from that. Share them. I love life and my job working in a specialized school with children. Good for you. My aunt does something similar. I think if you can, journal writing is so fun. If you just can share it without becoming sort of too self-obsessed, just share your experience in a very simple way. I think Allen Ginsberg said, the world is dying to hear what we least want to share. So it's not that you have to get all into your own emotions and neurosis and have this big messy soup of meanness, but you can communicate your human journey. And that really helps other people. I remember when I was a kid, I was reading Jack Kerouac's Town and the City, and he was talking about first love and losing that first love. And it was the first time when I was a teenager that I realized in a kind of profoundly simple, personal way that other people have the same experience of falling in love and losing that love as I did, and that I'm not alone in that. So yeah, I would encourage you to jump into the academy if you want to hang out with me and our editors for 4 months. Leslie, I had left teaching for the corporate life. Ugh, single mom with my back against the wall at the time. 9 years later, great at my quote-unquote job, but not fulfilling. Love the hours I work. Plenty of free time after I leave the office. Yeah, so find a way to volunteer, or find a craft that you want to do, like pottery, or just think about what is your joy and how to make that of service. Because it's not enough to just do something we love. It has to connect and help others, and it has to be able to help you pay the bills. Carrie's volunteering with political organizations. Good for you. I don't know what SAHM is, but awesome. Lily, yeah, anyone able to put Elephant Journal? Oh, you did. So thank you to Lily. You put the Elephant Academy link in there. Yeah, so we're really not marketing this or pushing on this. We're not that kind of company, but it is something we're mission driven, and it is something that we offer. And it's probably the funnest thing we get to do, is to work with 40 or 50 or however many Academy participants every quarter, and kind of teach what we know. And it's more than teaching and learning. It's not a one-way kind of thing. You actually get to do it live and practice and edit and run Facebook pages and write and try and get readers on it and learn different social media skills and learn journalism ethics, which may sound boring, but in this age of fake news and all that, truth is pretty good stuff. So it's nice to really, journalism shouldn't be liberal, journalism shouldn't be conservative, it should just be about truth, which could be conservative or liberal, or both. Yeah, Lily, Elephant Academy, my gosh, you have no idea the point. You just perfectly appeared here. Wow, I've been dreaming of this, writing, sharing expertise. Yeah, come jump in, and that would be pretty cool if we met right here. So give Lily a like, if so inspired. Molly, I always think about how much writing I could get done if I didn't work 50 hours in an office. How do people make this happen when they work full time? Well, yeah, that's a fantastic question, Molly. I think the main thing with writing is that it's not more to do, but it's a way of processing, and it's fun. If it's fun, if it's relaxing, the kind of, you're exhausted, you work 50 hours, and then you go sit in front of Netflix or a movie to relax, or you take a bath. Well, writing can be like that. It can be relaxing. It can be a way to kind of process. So maybe just start with a journal would be my advice. Start with something very personal and kind of fun. Start with whatever's fun. Write a story, join a group like Elephant Academy or some other group, a book club, some group that's encouraging you to write. I just wrote a book, and we're going to be talking about how to write a book in the next Elephant Academy, I hope. Yeah, so there's some info from Lindsay or someone. Finding your right livelihood and passion, learn writing skills for the digital age, join Elephant's editors, and learn social media writing, editing, journalism ethics for your career or a new one. Patricia, I'm almost 50 and just starting to figure out what my passions are, and writing seems to be something that has always been there since I was a teenager. I just don't know where to start to make things happen with it. Well, honestly, Patricia, join in with us and we'll help get you started. I mean, the way I wrote a book, I had written like 3 or 4 books that were not that good, don't worry, and I could never finish. And I also didn't know how to market them, and I didn't know how to publish them. And then I wound up starting Elephant, and I was writing all the time, blogging, and then I wound up doing what Charles Dickens did. The more things change, the more things stay the same. So I basically serialized an entire book live on Elephant, used that to start this. I had 100,000 Facebook fans for my book before I even published it, put it on Kickstarter, etc., etc. So we can get you going if you want to join us. Carrie, will you continue doing Elephant Academy every year? Yeah, but you need to sign up if you want to get notifications. We do it every quarter. So just go to elephantjournal.com/academy and just say, let me know about future ones. That's for Carrie. I know I don't have the time. I'd like to really commit to my writing this year, maybe in the future. Yeah, that's great. Marcia, very passionate about cat rescue. I volunteer for local cat rescue. I love that. And then you could start your own rescue. There's ways to, like, I've encouraged a local rescue to charge good money and not feel bad about that. Like, these people need to be able to make a living so that they can save more and more dogs and cats. It's great. Carrie, I love the satisfaction it gives me when people get the results they're looking for. I also love our Oh, the on plastic surgery. I also love our reconstructive patients after breast cancer, helping them through all their pain, their fears. I want you to write an article about this. I would love to hear about this in more detail. It's fantastic. I love your comment. So thank you so much. Let's give Carrie some love for a really thoughtful window into why plastic surgery is a fulfilling world. Yeah, my patients are not just another body in our office, they become family to me. Sarah, I work for a dental office and love the ability to give comfort to patients in an uncomfortable situation. Most people don't like going to the dentist. Sharing smiles and stories help. That's awesome. I love going to the dentist, but probably because I had people like you who got me talking when I was a kid. Shelby, awesome. I agree. I used to go to groups like that with recovering addicts, so maybe I could get back to it. Thank you so much. Yeah, exactly. Just having a group discussion and kind of track or path that you're on can really help. Carrie, I started writing a book 10 years ago. After my husband passed, I have the beginning, I have the end. I just need to fill in the middle. Well, come join us and we'll help you finish it. And not only finish it, but market it and sell it and publish it, you know? I mean, I just did it. I published a book called Things I Would Like to Do With You and sold it directly. So, I'm not giving 90% of the money away to middlemen who don't care about the book or the environment. I printed a book far more eco than any publisher would have let me. Carolyn, making good money, working as a manager over quality assurance over controls that are high risk is important with regard to having a focus on doing the right thing, thus assuring quality performance. Finding errors that could cause harm to the company and or customers. My employer allows me to volunteer to support community needs. That's awesome, which gives me joy and camaraderie with fellow coworkers. It isn't a dream job, but my career has served me well, helping care for family needs. Well, good for you. And yeah, and at the same time, you can start sort of your dream job through volunteering or a hobby on the edges, and then if it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, then it can take over and become your full-time job. That's a wonderful way on the side. Ileana, yeah, thank you so much for putting that link in the comments. I really appreciate it. And Anne, thank you. Carrie, stay-at-home mom. That's obviously a noble profession. Raising good kids is one of the hardest and most fulfilling and most worthwhile jobs any of us can do. Oh, stay-at-home mom. Oh, you're all just saying what SAHM means. Yeah, sorry, I didn't know that lingo. The street lingo for stay-at-home. Yo, I'm an SAHM. What do you want? EK Angel. Love and Light from Iowa. I've been doing an online blog for about a year, written one book, and wow, publishing a second one this year. You should come teach Elephant Academy. I've been called to become a life coach to help others find their own living solutions in life. I live in service to others, but how do I move it forward to a bigger audience to help more people? Well, EK, I mean, we teach, we have 500,000 Instagram fans on 3 accounts. We teach people how to kind of get to a bigger audience, because it's one thing to do something really well and thoroughly, which you're clearly doing and producing a lot, but it's another thing to be able to kind of connect outside of the choir. And that's Elephant's mission, coincidentally, is to reach not only people who are already kind of on our wavelength, but to reach people who may disagree with us or who may not know about the mindful life, and to reach beyond the choir. So we can help you with that, hopefully. Caitlin, jumping in late. This is awesome. How much is it to do this? I wrote as a kid. Still love to write, but it's kind of my closet talent I am trying to bring out. Yeah, I mean, if it's your closet talent, it's already right there. It's a seed. All you have to do is water it and give it some sunshine. So we can help you do that. I mean, I really encourage you to jump in. It's super fun, and we'll get to hang out. elephantjournal.com/academy. Truth is pretty good stuff, Carolyn. Ben. Anne, I agree. I'm just starting with journaling, and I'm just starting to write about stuff I'm interested in. Starting small, scheduling 30 minutes a day. Fantastic. And again, I would really remind you, it's good to have a discipline with writing 30 minutes a day, but I'm much more of a fan of writing when you're feeling it. So it's more about connecting with writing as a genuinely cathartic, fulfilling process than a discipline. Because you never have to schedule something that you want. Well, that's not true. It's always good and helpful to schedule stuff. You have to schedule exercise even if you love it. So nothing's wrong with that. But there should be some level of, you can do it, again, kind of analogous to the Netflix or the bath. If you're burned out, writing could be an outlet and relaxing thing to do. All right, Ben, I just wanted to say hi. After run singles groups, I've found it does inspire people to learn and find someone worthwhile into their life. That's awesome, Ben. Good for you. Yeah, there's a lot of loneliness out there, so helping connect people in a non-sleazy way is one of the best things you can do. All right, I'm going to wrap up. If anyone wants to meditate, we can meditate for a minute. If you have more questions, fantastic. Check out elephantjournal.com/academy. Only if so inspired. No pushing, if not, of course. And if you want to get all these videos, you just click the screen as soon as I hang up. You can go to youtube.com/elephantjournal and subscribe, and that's free. And then let's meditate for 1 sec. So just take a great posture, super good, like Superman, Wonder Woman posture, and then relax. Find your breath in and out. Just your normal, old, smooth, good old breath. Nothing special. Nothing spiritual. Eyes are open, but they can be downcast a little bit just to help focus. Hands are relaxed on your thighs. Breathe in and out. This is Buddhist meditation, shamatha. If you find yourself thinking, this is where the meditation begins. You just label it thinking. Oh, I'm thinking. I'm distracted. I'm thinking about lunch. I'm thinking about going to a cafe. I'm thinking about relationships. I'm thinking about, do people like me? Whatever it is, label it thinking and return your attention to the breath. And every time you do that, you're helping retrain your mind to be present. And the present moment is where all good things happen. Alrighty, folks. If you have any more questions, go for it. Otherwise, I am out. So may this discussion be of genuine merit. May it help you find your right livelihood in your path. And if elephantjournal.com/academy can help you do that, come join me. The next session begins January 12th. January 12th. Kayla, writing feels like a form of meditation for me. Exactly. Time flies when I'm out, when I'm in the space to let everything out. So I've kept private and online. Yeah, but sharing it is the next step. Like if you can actually use your writing to be a benefit to people, that's like double win. Right now, what you're doing is fantastic. So that's fine. But if you ever want to share it and help inspire others, that's that's a real honor and pleasure. There's a real kind of magic that begins to happen. All right, folks, if that's it, I am out. Thank you so much. And the video is most popular it's been right now.